Hey guys, it's me again. Welcome back to another video. Today I shall discuss the possible plot of Mortal Kombat 11 and the events long before Mortal Kombat 11. As we all have seen before, unless if you haven't, check the trailer out right now guys, it's flippin' insane. In the trailer, Raiden fights the new Scorpion and wins. But then we see our classic Mortal Kombat Scorpion back! How is this possible? What is going on? Well, this could be just a character customization promotion, or it could be something else. May not be part of the story, but then we see this. Time, huh? What does this mean? Later in January, we get a story trailer. Finally! Spoilers! There, we see Shinnok being tortured in the Sky Temple. Then we see something shocking. It's Raiden! He's back! But his appearance is different and he is emitting red lightning. Shinnok comments further that he is wearing his amulet and laughs.
But you wear my amulet. Finally, you embrace the truth the Elder Gods deny. The truth I was cast out for speaking.
The truth I embrace, Shinnok, is that mercy is wasted on those who defile Earthrealm. I will destroy our enemies before they destroy us, starting with you.
How, Raiden? Not even you can kill an Elder God.
Here, since Raiden sacrificed himself in the almost corrupted Jinsei, he returned as evil Raiden due to the corruption he absorbed from Shinnok. Shinnok's dark magic ultimately tainted Raiden, and Raiden concludes that he is ready to kill whoever challenges Earthrealm or tries to invade it. In Mortal Kombat 10's after credits, Raiden returns the severed but alive head of Shinnok to the Netherrealm's current rulers, Liu Kang and Kitana, the undead Liu Kang and Kitana, a couple we always thought of. Shinnok is of course alive and so is his head, but that's one of the fates worse than death, as our dad said. However, in this trailer we get to see a mysterious character which seems to be able to slow things down. She says the following.
This is not your destiny, Shinnok. Once again, the Thunder God has upset the balance of history. But know this. The arc of the universe bends to my will. It is only a matter of time.
Does this mean she is one of the Elder Gods? That too on Earth? That's new, because most of the Elder Gods other than Raiden always refuse to intervene in situations in any realms. So I don't know, maybe she is an Elder God. Maybe the situation has changed and Raiden has to go down. Mortal Kombat 11's trailer seems to be stressing a lot on time, which could signify either time traveling or timeline mergings like Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe was, which is a theory which is being held strong among fans, supported by the fact that we saw the old Scorpion in the promotion trailer. Or it has nothing to do with time traveling and it's just a dramatic sentence to show that she can control physics itself. Maybe we are just thinking too much, maybe the story is gonna be new and we won't know what's going on. The next probable reason for the time being stressed in Mortal Kombat 11 is that maybe she will mess with the past to change the events. But this theory, according to me, is having less value. Hear me out. In the trailer, sand goes up and not down. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, because that could only mean we are going back to the past at some point and probably mess with the future and outcomes. Now keep in mind, the sand clock, since she has the ability to control the physics around her, maybe she's just pushing the sand up. Maybe it's not time traveling, maybe it's just her ability to control the physics around her. Now to understand the future, you need to know the past. I will be making a different video explaining the entire story of Mortal Kombat, piece by piece. If you haven't read the comics and played the games, spoilers in the next video and this one. Let me mention the important points for this video. Only the important ones. So Shao Kahn has conquered almost all the realms except the Earthrealm and the Netherrealm. To conquer a realm, Shao Kahn's team must win the Mortal Kombat tournament held every 50 years, 10 continuous times, 10-0. Which means he would have to wait for 500 years to conquer a realm, which he did for 4 other realms. Edenia was one of them. Now, after 9 continuous wins from the Outworld against the Earthrealm in the Mortal Kombat, the Great Kung Lao, before the in-game Kung Lao that we see, won the 10th tournament and saved the Earth, breaking the Outworld's 9-0 streak. But in the next tournament, he was defeated by Goro, and then the Outworld guys kept winning for the next 9 tournaments. Now again in the 10th tournament, Raiden takes Liu Kang, and Liu Kang wins the tournament, saving the day. Later on, huge things keep happening. Liu Kang defeats Shao Kahn again, twice, and saving Earth again, twice. Then, Shinnok, an Elder God who became hungry for glory and betrayed the other Elder Gods a long time ago, who was also banished to the Nether Realm, escapes it, using some of his allies, which include Noob, Saibot, and Tanya. Yeah, those two. Shinnok wants to kill the Elder Gods, which would require him to go to the heavens, which would also require him to invade Earth first, because the portal to the heavens exists in Earth. Then Raiden gets his forces together, and once again, Liu Kang wins against Shinnok. This time, Shinnok is sent to hell again. Later, Quan Chi was going to banish Scorpion back to Netherrealm, but just then he reveals to Scorpion that it's him who killed Scorpion's family, not Sub-Zero. Scorpion then takes Quan Chi with him to Netherrealm, where he tortures him for a long time. After Shinnok's defeat, the Elder Gods appointed Raiden as an Elder God. Raiden then in turn appointed Fujin, one of his followers and friends, as the new protector of Earthrealm. Later, a deadly alliance gets formed between Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, who escaped to awaken Onaga Dragon and his invincible warriors, who could be resurrected by both the sorcerers. Shao Kahn's clone is killed by these two because only Shao Kahn would prevent this from happening or control the soldiers and army, and stuff keep happening. At the end, due to Mortal Kombat Deception's timeline, the dragon is awake and more stuff keep happening constantly. Every single detail is in different video, guys, trust me. Raiden then sacrifices himself, creating a huge explosion, a nuke, which is what's mentioned, but fails to kill Onaga the dragon. Raiden's essence gets corrupted due to Onaga's dark magic influence, and he is now the evil Raiden when his essence gets back to Earth. He had now become furious with the way Earthrealm's inhabitants had treated their own realm, almost always taking their protection for granted. He became even more enraged when he learned that Shujinko, a character responsible for Onaga's actual awakening, had foolishly unleashed the Dragon King by attaining the Kami-Do-Yu, which is actually the weapons of various realms for him, which was used to defeat. It's a huge story again. It's in the past. Raiden, with his patience exhausted, decided he was going to punish those who placed Earthrealm in harm's way, including brutalizing and slaying those that would threaten the realm, starting with Shujinko for his heirs. But Shujinko was able to escape and survive. That lucky guy. Later on, stuffs happen constantly, and then our Armageddon takes place, where every warrior fights for bloodshed. The greatest battle exists in that fire spawn right there, which contains Blaze, the ultimate warrior who the Mortal Kombat combatants wanted to fight with, because they had a lot of bloodlust. The prediction stated that the warriors would have a lot of bloodlust and they would want to kill each other, to the point that the entire 6 realms would be destroyed. And here, my friends, is where Mortal Kombat 9's intro takes place. At the end, Shao Kahn is the one who kills Blaze, and Raiden tries fighting Shao Kahn. Defeating Blaze would guarantee godlike powers to the one who defeated the Blaze, and would guarantee a lot of weapons as well. And hence, Shao Kahn was very powerful once he defeated Blaze. Raiden, with all his might, wanted to change the timeline because he couldn't defeat Shao Kahn. Using his amulet, he messages his past self, saying,
He must win.
Then we go back to Mortal Kombat 1. And so the timeline that we just went through is timeline 1, okay? Timeline 1. Now timeline 2. The change to stop Shao Kahn. Keep in mind now the past Raiden does not have any idea of the complete future, but has only few visions of them, provided by our timeline 1 Raiden. The tournament takes place and a lot of changes occur in the timeline. Sub-Zero still dies, Sub-Zero's brother gets converted to Cyborg, Cyrax and Sector 2 become Cyborgs, Kung Lao dies again as usual, Smoke isn't converted to Cyborg, Shao Kahn is defeated again but lives. Many things happen in this story which you guys have to check it out. I will make the entire story explaining every single thing, who dies, who lives, everything, even MK9 in detail later on in another video. But anyways, Raiden keeps thinking he's fixing the timeline, but instead the future seems to be closing in. His amulet keeps breaking as the timeline once future comes closer. He keeps pondering what he must win means. He tests several warriors like Smoke, Cage, Kung Lao, Liu Kang, Jax and others. At the end, almost many major events from Timeline 1 came true in Timeline 2, including the Earth invasion by Shao Kahn. Of course, this was against the rules since a elf must win the tournament 10 times to invade the opponent realm, but Shao Kahn bypasses this by resurrecting Sindel, who had actually spelled a protective charm which did not allow Khan to travel across the earth. Now the rule of invading the realm was actually somehow broadcasted in mind by many people, but the actual rule seems to be somewhat different, which is explained in a few seconds later. Now his forces invade and battle emerges. Raiden contacts the Elder God this time, unlike the Timeline 1, and the Elder Gods refuse to intervene, stating that he is not breaking the rule. They say that the rule actually stated that he should not merge all the 6 realms. He can merge any 2, 3, 4 or anything, but he cannot merge all of the 6 realms. In Timeline 1, he couldn't merge with NetherRealm. Hence, the Elder Gods did not intervene when he was trying to invade Earth. In Timeline 2, he could, due to Quan Chi. How? I'll explain later. In Timeline 1, Liu Kang defeated Shao Kahn when he was invading Earth. In Timeline 2, Liu Kang dies in the hands of Raiden because Raiden got the answers at the end. I'll explain later everything in a different video. But at the end, finally, since he tries to merge the realms, Elder Gods intervene and take Khan away because all the 6 realms were going to be merged. Therefore, he must win refers to Khan. That's it. That's actually clever. Who would expect that the villain must win? After Shao Kahn died, Shinnok escaped again, but in Timeline 2. This time, it's Quan Chi responsible for this. That's where Mortal Kombat X takes place. Kotal Khan was Emperor of Outworld. Raiden was very much alive. Sub-Zero's brother called in Scorpion to reveal the truth about his family's death through Cyrax's memories with Quan Chi. Shinnok is brought into Earthrealm through the amulet. Shinnok dies, but in the hands of Cassida instead of Liu Kang, which is what happened in Timeline 1, but this time Liu Kang is dead. And that, my friends, is the time when Raiden becomes evil. So, that's the timeline 2 so far. Going back to the trailers, this mysterious god seems to have the ability to pause time. The only time we see this time traveling, notice it's in quotations because Raiden simply got visions from his future self, is in Mortal Kombat 9. It is possible that she is an Elder God. Now, to say she can travel to the past or the future would be an overstatement because all we get to see is that she somehow is reversing a Santa Claus, which could be the result of her ability to warp physics, as I said, through her powers. And she says it is a matter of time. Once again, the Thunder God has upset the balance of history. We also see that she is simply slowing down the water drops and freezing the dripping blood. Because Shinnok seems to be suffering real time and not in slow motion. So she's not exactly controlling time, or maybe she's controlling time only at particular places. When she says Raiden has upset the balance of history once again, does she mean the change of the timelines? And by once again, does she mean that Raiden has changed the timeline multiple times? Is she going to start a war because of that? She also said the arc of the universe bends to her will, suggesting that she might actually be an Elder God. We also see Shao Kahn, by the way. He could just be a DLC character, but maybe, just maybe, he's from the past. This announcement of Shao Kahn was made twice, but this time it was also in the story trailer. Probably, just probably, meaning that maybe Shao Kahn is part of the storyline. And maybe, it's a small chance. If Shao Kahn is coming back, according to me, it's probable that she is rather bringing people from the alternate timeline 1 that Raiden changed, probably to show Raiden why the time should not be messed with. Because if she would bring characters from the past, according to my opinion, it would be a full loop, a time loop, meaning we would have seen the situation before already, because it's constantly happening in a loop. Now, yeah, there guys, I am probably exaggerating. Maybe we won't have a multiverse story like Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe, and maybe Shao Kahn or old Scorpion or Raiden will not be back. Maybe NetherRealm Games messed up the story again, and maybe they meant something different by showing that she can control the elements around her. Maybe by it's a matter of time, she meant the return of Shinnok in time. Maybe there is something worse than Shinnok coming soon. Maybe one being is coming back. Maybe Armageddon takes place again, but this time a solution actually exists. Oh wait, Shao Kahn is dead. Maybe someone worse than Shao Kahn will kill Blaze. So many theories, all due to 2 different timelines. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments below. What I think, however, is that maybe we are thinking too much. The new Scorpion is part of the showcase to show correct customization. Characters from Timeline 1 will not come to Timeline 2. Maybe she will simply take one of the characters from the Timeline 2 on a journey to the past to change the future. Or maybe none of it will happen, and maybe she just places a boss. Oh boy, defeating a combatant who can mess with her surroundings would be almost impossible. Maybe she's not an Elder God. Maybe she's just another character introduced in the game who somehow plays a major role in the future. The only thing right now is left is Armageddon, because Armageddon was not covered, like it didn't exactly happen. And maybe Armageddon will actually take place because Raiden is again now, he's back evil. Keep in mind, Raiden this time cut his severed head, Shinnok's severed head, In Timeline 1, Shinnok was sent back to Netherrealm, but this time Shinnok's head is cut off. But since Raiden is still evil now, maybe Armageddon will in fact take place. Maybe Blaze will be killed by someone else. We'll see, guys. We'll see. See you next time.